Hello there and welcome. In this lesson, we are going to cover everything related to images that we are going to be required in eBay listing. So right away, we can see that I have this image. And if you try to download this image, so if I click save as, you will see that this image will try to be saved by this .html. So we didn't really want that. So what I would suggest you to do is first of all, head to your browser and type in AliSave. In the browser, you'll find AliSave. It's only for Chromium-based browser, so Chrome, Brave, and so on. So if you don't see it in your browser, I would suggest you to download Chrome and just click on it, click add to, in this case, I have Brave, but in your case, you'll see add to Chrome. So I'll add the extension and then I'll be able to see the extension soon. So here it is. I'm going to pin the extension in this case. And if I go here to AliExpress, let me reload the page right now. I will be able to see the extension right here. So I can see there is main images 8 and variant images 2 and all are 10 images. So in some case, you might find images like this under the description. So those images, most people, they don't grab those images because they're just take too much time to grab them. So in this case, we will also be grabbing these images and I'll show you how to do with them because there's two methods. The first one, because if you do open image in a new tab, we can see that this image right here, here it is, it opens and you will have to do save image and then click on save and then you'll see it and the extension is really not the same .avif and then you have to convert it. So if we open it right here, in this case, it's also going to be the same. It's going to be AVIF and it's really not going to be open. Like even if I try to open with images, it's not going to open. So what you have to do is head to browser and type AAVIF to JPEG right here. Click on the first link and then drag it here to be able to convert it. So you can see this is too much hassle, too much time to just get one image. And now if I click on download, I'm going to be able to get that image right here, as you can see. So now if I open it, it's going to be able to open. So now moving on, as you can see right here, we have the extension that's going to cover everything for us. So in the extension, we are going to be first of all downloading all of the main images. So let's go up all the way. So if we go ahead and click main images right here, it's going to download all the main images for us. So I'm just going to press save right here, save for each one of those. I can see that the file here contains all of those images. So let me open them with photos. You can see that here they are. So now that's pretty good. We can work with that at least, but still we need to grab the rest of the images. To do that, we're going to scroll down as I mentioned before, and we are going to click on the icon right here, and we are going to click on description images. So the description images download will start right now. So it will have to do the same thing. So I'm going to save in the same location for everything right here. And right away, I can see that those description images will be saved in my folder, in the downloads folder. So right here, if I go back now here, if I go to description images, here they are. So this is the description image 2. This is the description image 4. And that's already very, very good. So now I'm just going to make sure to label this folder right here by the SATA to M.2 cable images, so I don't lose any of those images. So this is a way to basically just get the images from AliExpress, because as we mentioned, AliExpress is going to be the most used method. For Amazon, it's going to be pretty similar. So let's say you are in Amazon and let's say we found a specific product. Let me just grab any random products right here and we want to download the images. So if we click open image in new tab and we click save, the image is going to be actually saved in the WebP. So you can also do WebP to JPEG and you will be able to do it. But there's an extension that saves this as well. So it's called Amazon Save. If you type Amazon Save right here, extension, so it's going to pop up. So it's called images downloaded from Amazon. Click add to Brave and it's going to be the same usability as the same one. So and it's going to be the same for every other website you try to use, Walmart and so on. You will be able to download these pictures. Good to go. You can even download the video and so on. So with that said, now let's go back to the listing. We have the images right here. We have all the images we need right here. So now we will be able to do some image editing, image manipulation on those images. So first of all, head in your browser, type canva.com. You should be able to see this website. and let's create an account. Click on sign up. In this case, I'll be using just the email. Put your email. Otherwise, you can use Facebook or Google. I'll put my email and I'll be back. So now that I have my email, I'm just going to skip. I'm just going to put small business right here. I'm just going to do it for marketing and only me. Skip, skip. And you've got Canva. Well, what's Canva? Canva is simply put Photoshop for people who have no idea about Photoshop. It's very, very easy and very, very simple. I'm going to show you how to use it right now. So let's create a design. And let's choose it to be Facebook size, because Facebook is a square and that would be very, very good for us. So let's type in Facebook post. So right here, Facebook post square. So this is exactly what we're looking for. If we go ahead to our folder where we have the images, and I'm going to choose an image right here. Let's choose an image that doesn't have much text. So let's say, for example, we want to add text to a specific image. So let's take this one. Let's remove the text from the image and let's add text to it. So for example, we are going to take this image and just click it or drag it here to Canva, or you can click on the uploads right here, click on upload files, and then choose where you want to upload this file right here. So you can see that this is the file right here and it contains the image. And now I want to remove this right here. So there's two ways. There's the way that costs a little bit of money. Click on background remover right here, and you can try the Canva trial for 30 days for free, and you'll be able to edit them. Or you can type in Google remove.bg or remove background, and you'll find this. So I'm going to click upload image. I'm going to go to downloads, SATA, description, images. I actually forgot what was called. So let me just check what's the image. So right here, let's check back it's called description 7. So I'm just going to drag it right here, and you can see that the background will be removed, and I can click this erase restore. So for example, let's say that I wanted to keep the text. I'll just click on this and it will restore the text right here. But if I want to remove it, I would have just click like this and it will remove the text. So in the case that we don't want the text, we will click on that and then I'll click download, or you can even click create design with Canva and it will be automatically good to go. So in this case, I'm just going to click download. I'm going to click for free, download it, head back to Canva, upload the image right here, and then remove it. So now we can see that this image does not contain any background, which is very, very good. Does not contain any text, which is very good for us. So let's say we want to add some text right here, and we can just click on text on the left corner, click on add a heading, and then drag it wherever we want. So I would keep it right here. I would make it a little bit smaller, and I would keep it right in this box. So I would type, for example, SATA to USB 3.0. So as you can see right here, let me capitalize SATA as well. So SATA right there, and we have it good to go. If you want to change the color, you'll click on here. You'll be able to change the color to any color you'd like, but I will keep it black. You can also add other things to the text, make it italic, make it an underline. So now that seems even better. I'll move it a little bit to the left so it's more visible. And finally, also, I would like to also add that you can add something called trust badges. So if I go into eBay, for example, I search SATA to USB 3, so USB 3.0. So you can see right here, for example, this user is typing USA, US seller, fast shipping. So if you want to add badges like this, so fast shipping, or if we want to add, for example, as you can see, this guy right here has like an icon, so 2.5 SSD. So what we can do is, first of all, I'll show you how to add the icons, then I'll show you how to add the badges. So for the icons, just head into Google and tap in flat icon in your search bar. So I'll tap flat icon right here. I'll click on it. And so, for example, I'll type SSD. And if I type SSD, I can see this icon right here. And it's very, very good. So if I go back to the eBay listing right here, it's going to be very, very similar. So SSD, so this one or this one. And I'm just going to grab this one right here. I'll click on download, PNG. I'll click on free download. I'll click on save, then X, and then I'll drag this into Canva right here. And we can see that I can resize it up to the size I want. And here it is. I have SSD logo right here. And here it is also the SSD logo. And I can also add text. I can also make it smaller, the size I want. So I'm going to also search for HDD, and I can find similar, very, very similar image to it, which does the job for us. So I'm just going to take it right here, going to put it, I'm going to make sure that it's the same size as its counterpart. So it's a little bit smaller. I'm going to resize it a little bit more. Yeah, perfect. So now we have two images right here, and then we are good to go. We can also add anything else we want. So if we want, for example, fast shipping, this is not where we're going to be getting the badges from, but we can type this here, click and drag, and then have it right here, good to go. Sorry. So let's do that again. Yes, here it is. I'll resize it, and then I'll have, for example, some text, which is, for example, fast shipping, and then smaller text, because obviously it's not that important as much as this. So I'll resize it, and here we go. We're good to go now. We have these logos right here. Let me move them to, sorry, let me put that there, and let me move those two small ones to the corner of the left. And yeah, now our image is looking much better. But I will show you even a better way to have this fast shipping, which is going to be called badges. In your Google browser, type basically convert whole trust badges. It will give you 60 free trust badges that you can use. So I'm going to click on them. I'm going to add my name here. So for example, I'm just going to be typing test, your best email. I'm just going to put the email, and I'll be right back with you. So once you put your information, you'll be able to click download the file. So click download the file, save the file to right here. I'm going to open my folder right here where I have the downloads. So this is it. I'm going to click extract all if I'm using Windows. If I'm using Mac, the process is also the same. So once you have done that and the extraction has been completed, I'm going to close this folder now, and I'm going to close this. I'll go back to Canva, open the folder, and I can find these trust badges. So I'm going to be using vintage, for example, and right here, if I change the view to big images, so extra, as I can see all of the images that are right here, and I can see all of the ones that are right here. Let me change that as well. So for example, fast shipping and whatnot, you can find also the gold coins, which ones are very, very good for you. So I'm just going to be using the vintage ones right here. And I'm going to be using, for example, this one, fast shipping. I'm going to click and drag it, or again, we can click on uploads and then upload file, and it will be good to go. So I'm going to put that seal right here, going to move it right here, and now we are good to go. It's as simple as that. Canva is a very useful tool that you can use for any type of images you want to work on. So then I will go ahead to the top right corner. I'll click on share. I'll click on download, and then I'll choose the size. I'll just keep it the similar size, and I'm going to download right here, and we can see that our image is successfully downloaded right here. So I'm going to call it main image right here, and we have it right ahead. As you can see, guys, this is the main image. It looks clean, it looks very simple, and it's basically what we want. We just want something to stand out. We don't want to copy paste everybody. We want to get ideas from people, and we want to get inspired from them. It's like the book Steal Like an Artist, if you know it. So just get ideas from other people and then implement it and change on it on your ways. So that's pretty much it for the main image. For the other images, what you can do, so for example, if I open my download folder again, I'm going to open my download folder. I'm going to go ahead to the other images. So for example, I'm going to be choosing some images. So in the main images, I'm going to be choosing one of the main images. So this, I'm not going to be using this. I will use my own image as the main image. So right here, I'll be putting a new folder, and I'll call it my images. And I can either go ahead and I will move this one to the file, and inside of the file, I will move it to my images. So in my images, I'll find the main image right here. And I can either do two things. I can either go throughout all of the images and make them as unique as possible, but I wouldn't really suggest that. Just the main image is enough, and just doing that for the main image is more than enough. And just taking the other images, maybe just adding something small to it, will be more than enough. So I'll take the description image. I'll choose one from here. For example, let's choose this one. Let's move it to the other folder right here. Let's go to the main images. Let's look at this one. Yeah, I will move this one to other here as well. I'll look at this one as well. Let's move it to there. and so on. You get the idea. So I'll move a couple of images there and I will move them to my images folder, which is the images folder I'm going to be using when trying to post the products into eBay. So those are all the main points right here that I have covered. Again, just to recap, we have used Canva, we have used Save Ali or Save Amazon for saving images from the website. And other than that, we're good to go. We used Canva to edit the images ourselves. We've downloaded the badges file, and that's pretty much it for today's lesson. Thanks a lot for following alongside with me. I'll see you in the next one where we'll be looking a little bit briefly more about a couple of other images that we can use. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you.